June 29th. Nasdaq seeing a sell-off right off the open here. Russell strong right off the open here. And the S&Ps are pretty strong off the open here. Let me know if you can hear everything all right. Anyone watching? Is the music too loud? Voice too loud? I'll lower the music just a tad. I can see the level there. Pulling up a little. You're gonna hear the fan in the background here because it's really hot here, so I have to keep the fan on or else I'm gonna friggin' die of heat. All right, here, good morning. Hey, good morning, man. Good morning, man. I'm not expecting too much today, to be honest. We'll see what we get. S&P's trading all-time highs first thing. Nasdaq weaker, Russell stronger. We'll see if that holds. We'll see how that correlation develops here. 62.50 lower end of the range on the Nas here. Seem to have traded pretty close to it. 71 and a quarter ish. All right. 62.50. Not as prepared as I would have liked, but I'm pretty good. There's a liquidity pool, you know, you're talking 43 on the Qs, 444 or 443. I'm just gonna mark it in as a pool, as a profit zone basically. And we have supply zone up at 98.50. On the S&Ps, all I had was 80 and a quarter. That was the last level I had there. On the ruts, we had 323.7. That's in there. That's fine. It's our 15 supply zone. And overnight bullish, 333.4 on the ruts. I'm just going to put that in as 30 zone. And other than that, we're pretty much working on technicals that we've got from the overnight session here. So the Russell held its demand zone overnight, and we're up trading through the low volume area of yesterday's range here. And the Nasdaq is trading now, testing towards the upper end of the range here. I'll say supply zone 98.50. Above that, I do not want to be short biased at all here this morning. However, this is an area where we could likely see some two-way trading. So 98.50 now here offered. I'm actually gonna have to fix the mix here just a little. I'm gonna lower that. All right. Didn't quite trade 98 offer there. 97.75 top tick. Trading 5 evens now. Moving up here. Shooting up here 500 evens. Bulls winning the opening range trade here. It's a new all-time high on NASDAQ right there, as well as the S&P futures all-time high here. About 10-point ranges there. Watch 13, swept right through it. 13 offer there. I don't trust it, I'm just watching. Held it there, a couple of ticks, 13 bit. There's a bit of a strong overshoot here today. We saw a seller take advantage of that, but we're a bit at 13. Looking at the range and the ruts here, potentially 24-4. Kind of rolling a bit. 26-1. I'm not sure the standard deviations are adjusted to the opening range yet. I think because it hasn't been moving enough, so I'm going to reduce that to 10 tick. There we go, that's a little bit more reasonable. Q's kind of consolidating off that high a little. Swept right through it. So we got some news coming out here at 45 and top of the hour, so trade light until then. I'm watching the ruts closely, trading in a very tight range. I'm going to watch to see where that breaks and what happens when that breaks. Overall, we're positive here, positive 1.2 on the delta here. And S&P is slightly down. Slightly down on the delta, minus 500 up here. Ruts here trying for a new low here. Breaking it, 22.4. $22 evens. The rut's breaking down here. $21.5. $21.5 bid there, 28. Sorry, 21.8. So decent absorption down there. 21.5, 21.8. Nas is just kind of consolidating up there here, 17. We're seeing good flow there on the ruts there. Watch that. Watch the flow in the ruts down there. Q's just fading their way back up here. Ruts losing the bid there, 29. Could try to fade it. And it still looks like it's going lower. We got news 45 here. I'm not going to play with this. 20.5, still going. Okay, there's nothing at 9:45. It's just the ECB president speaking at 9:40, and then 10 a.m. data, consumer confidence. That's all we got here. All right, so 21 there. More sellers coming in here. A bit more absorption there. 20.5. $20.5 there. Now back to 21.8 now. I want to watch the bid here. We're gonna get some sellers here. 21.8 now bid. I can fade this potentially. I don't think I'll get it there, but as you can see, it's rallying back up. And then it rallies back in. Look at that. That was a nice little fade there, but you couldn't really get it. You just had to buy stop in. 24.4. Bottom end of that range there. Now watch 24.4 bid here. We're going straight for the high volume node. I don't think we'll get it, pop. New high on the Qs. Coming in for a sweep. $22.8 coming in for a sweep, maybe. Oh, they're starting to buy it. 21.9 didn't get the fill. Damn, the buyer stepped in right there. You saw him. Yeah, I'm not gonna grab this. Unless it really just sweeps down there, I'm gonna pull that and move it lower. 21.5 is more like it. Anyways, still bid there. The volatility on the Q is very light. As you can see, it's barely moving there. Unless it's my chart that's messed up. Let me fix it. No, it's not. There's nothing wrong with the chart. It's just not moving. So we're up here now, 23. Same as before, 23 down to 13. Kind of just hugging lower deviation. The reds are getting a little dangerous here because we saw a lot of absorption on the buy side. So I'm less willing to grab this here. Unless you can get a very quick fill on a scalp. Coming in here 23, 22.6. Coming in pretty fast. Will we get it? Same as before, 22.1 that time. Basically bottom tick that low by 2 ticks. Will we get it here? I hear a lot of sellers in the queues. Pulled my order there, moved it a little lower. $21.5 it would have filled there. I guess I got a little greedy with that one. Within 5 ticks. So I'm reading it within 5 ticks. That's good. On the Russell. Now I saw it move down to 13 again. 12 bid. Reading it within 5 ticks on the ruts there. Haha, good man. That means I'm doing something right. Nothing going on for me just yet here this morning. I got a little greedy trying to get in on the lower deviation there on the ruts. Ended up moving my order a little too low, but I would have had the trade I was looking for right here if I would have just kept the order there. So it just goes to show you can't get greedy with your entries. When you have a location, you just gotta take it a lot of times. Because you don't know how much it's going to overshoot the level, right? You're giving yourself a zone in which you're likely to get an edge, but you don't know if it's going to overshoot it. That's the thing. Right, coming down to the time, maybe. The NAS has just been in this range here so far, between about 23 down to about 13. And we're positive delta on this session like crazy. The S&P is seeing a negative delta, a lot of selling overall. But we're flat, we're sideways. Up sideways, trading near all-time highs in the S&P futures. The Russell is traded near its VWAP, I guess you can call it. Well, the VWAP I have here is, I have two different VWAPs. We're going to have one at 325 and I've got one at 321.5.4. Just take a look at the ruts contextually here. It is a little tricky. Contextually, I am starting to see something here. Really, it's all about 323.7 on the rut. And we're kind of right here, so. So remember 321. Coming in pretty fast, I like it. I see a 2-point scalp within reach here. Five minutes till news. Seems to have bounced off the middle. Again, not much going on off this open here this morning. Just a lot of positioning. Call it pocket positioning. Really not much going on. Not much movement. If you got something good for you, I wouldn't be too greedy in this environment, that's for sure. Again, trading upper deviation. Q's selling here a little. Two handles below the 13 there, minus 170. Bid I'm 13 on the Q's. Offered 23 on the ruts on a down tick. Lifted him, re-offered him. 23 here. 23 bid here on the ruts now, maybe. Q's trying him again for the 13 bid here. A lot of sellers, but he can't move it here. They're not moving it here. We're 1 minute to news here, and I'm about to pull this order out here. 1 minute until news, unless I can get a quick old scalp, but I don't think I'm gonna get it. I think we get a big flush on the ruts, so I'm gonna pull this out. But we'll keep an eye on it. 20.7 roughly. '21 area. S&P futures in a tight range here. $85.50 lower end of that range. Or $85.75, however you want to see it. News coming out 20 seconds. Swept them down, minus 100 rebid. Liquidity thinning out, 10 a.m. data here. Coming to test the lower end of that previous range there. So we traded that view up 05.25. So the Russell is still bid here. Again, it's been in this tight range for quite some time here. I don't quite like the trade that I was going to take earlier. But it's been holding. Look at how it's been holding the center of deviation for quite some time there. 22.8. I'm thinking that's short on the Russells actually here. If it loses this 22.8 here, it looks like we're going for it. 21. If I can get a quick old fill, I'll take it on a back tech. They're coming on 21 bid there. That's where I would have bidded him earlier. I got the Q at 22.7 too. Look at that. We get a little quick old fill here. It's coming in fast there. Filled him 22.7. Went straight through me. See if I'm wrong here or not. 22.8. That's the area I'm watching here. 22.8 offered. 22.7 offered. And we're seeing more buyers here. Trying to sell him. The seller's trying him. 22.7. This could be a scratch. They're buying him. 23.1 offer. Still buying him. Damn. Let's see. 23 bid. We're selling him 23 bid and we lost him 22.7 bid. 22.7 offer. It's looking like a scratch. Just so tricky the way it's moving here. We're seeing sellers that are defending my position. There we go, it's trying to pull it a little. We're pulling it down. Pulling it down here. Not much support on the ruts down here. But we're watching. Under the low, under the low. 19.9 under the low. We're seeing sellers here 21.7, 22 offers. Bit of a catch-up play here as the Nas is selling off. I'm short on the ruts here. And we're lifting back up here, 27 offers, 22.7 offers, now 23. Looking like a scratch for me, or I'm going to get stopped. Again, 23 offer. Scratched it. Just not doing it. Yeah, the Russell is a very tricky trade sometimes. It really has to be doing the right thing. It's all good. I'm happy to take a quick scratch there. We got some movement, but again, 22.9. As long as it's offered here, I'm short biased here on the ruts personally, so you might just have to wait for it. Now still selling off. Looking like a slightly better trade. Overall, this is sleepy weather, I gotta say. 22.9. I'll try again. Don't think I'll get it. Maybe they'll give me one. They gave me one. Ah, crap. A lot of selling now. Lows coming up in the ruts, maybe. Low of the day here. Damn, rebid again. This is where we saw some good selling just now here. We need more selling to take us down to low of the day here. 19.6, I'll be happy to get out on a scalp here. Yeah, I'll be happy to get out on a scalp. Low of the day coming up. If not, a lot of absorption here right near the low of the day. That's not ideal. But I do think it's going to overshoot. We're seeing a lot of selling near the low of the day. Slowly going down, 20.4. Selling again, 20.5. Buying coming in, not too much though. We need more selling. Come on, give us that supply. Give us the supply. 20.3 bid. Selling again here, 20.5 bid. Gotta flush the low of the day. 20s even coming up here. 20 evens coming up. 20 even bid taken out. 19.6 looking for a fill. Looking for a fill, and we got it. We're out, motherfuckers. Nice scalp. We tried for it twice, got it on the second time. The ruts are bearish here, keeping a bear bias on the ruts. Next 15 battle zone on the rut. 17. I don't know why I had 15.6. Now it's 17.1. It's a bit of an inflection point that I can see there. So it seems that the NASDAQ is moving down as well here. $21.8. Hey, congrats, man. Yeah, for sure. Trading's a learning journey, a big journey. Watch an NQ approaching the 509 zone here, upper deviation to where we last traded. Yeah, and still bidding up here. I'm watching this market just bid up towards the upper deviation here, 09 here on the bid, 09 on NQ. As we were bidding up slowly, it looks pretty bullish, gotta say, the way it's bidding up here, 509 a quarter, 509. Looking at that delta here, seeing a pretty lot of sellers there on the Qs. Might be looking to fade these sellers. I'm not too aggressive, honestly. The rut's still going here, new lows. Remember 17, 17 and a half, sort of a demand zone. 06, you're pulling back a little now. Seeing a quick refill. Overall imbalance lower here. Seen a bit of supply hit the market here. Mainly been hitting the Russell and the Nasdaq. Look at the S&Ps, man, just staying in that range. Still going. Nice runner if you got it, Vlad. I'd be looking to trail that ship pretty quickly now. That was a nice runner. Trading into 17 on the Russell. Nice. Picked a good zone too. That's a great zone. 88. I would have been a little less greedy. I would have looked for about 89.5. Just looking at the profile, you know. A lot of absorption down here in the ruts. Still a lot of selling on the tape here. 90 bid. And I'm just waiting for a fish to be in the water here. I'm watching a lot of sellers. Watching a lot of sellers at the tape. Trading into a liquidity pool from the opening range here. I mean, profile-wise, it's pretty ugly. NQ's pretty ugly on the profile. I mean, on the context side, I gotta say that much. I mean, Russell's trading into a demand zone currently, but there's not much of a demand zone on NQ. That's what I'm seeing right here. And again, just a bit of context for you guys. All I'm hearing is selling on my earphones, so I'm gonna just turn them off. Look at this context. Look at this freaking context. Okay, so this was the range from yesterday. All right, and we just auctioned up higher, took out the highs, and now we're on a strong move down. Now on the way down here, there's not much demand really until we start getting towards yesterday's value area, which is where we're trading into now here, kind of around this, you know, give or take 470 zone. And as we're approaching it now, I mean, we came in really fast, so there's a potential for a bounce here. But the thing is, if we keep grinding, there's really not much support down here, and there's a good probability, since we tested, there's a good probability that eventually it's going to come and test the other side of this here. But I feel like how fast it moved down now, it's indicating that it might need to take a little break first. So that's how I see it. The ruts here now trading into this, what I would call a demand zone around this 17 marker. And we're bidding up now from it. So, you know. We'll go over what we see. Okay, so 77 was the bid there, 77.25 up to 80, the 80 bid. We've seen a seller, we've seen a buyer absorb some at 80 there. Now we're up here at 87. I'm gonna watch very closely here. On the rut, well, we're moving very, very aggressively up here now. This is a very good wash move. I still had an offer up at 21.8. I'd be letting that fill. If this is a wash move that goes up to my order, I'll let that fill. I'll be honest with you. It seems very reasonable to let that fill. Because I knew that that was a decently placed order. Now on the way out, that's a different story here. So we're still going up here 20. And in a way, I'm trading against the current momentum. So if it takes too long to fill, I'm going to pull that out. But the way it's approaching my order here, it looks pretty reasonable. 20 still, 21. I mean, sorry, 20.1. I always mess up with the prices on the ruts here. Seems kind of like a dead cat move, dead cat bounce, that's what they call it. Wow, look how fast this thing came up. It blows my mind. Wow, look at the buy stops getting fucking wrecked there, man. Come and get me. Bid him 20.7, didn't fill my order there. Coming up here 20 and a half, 21 and a half, 21.6, 26, 27, 28 filled. Watch the bid now, 28. Are we bid? Not bid there, 28. Sellers coming in on the tape here. 21.6, 21.6, 21.6. I'm trading against the momentum. I got to be a little careful here. 28, 21.8 offer, 26 bid. Coming back in. Where am I looking to get out here? 18.6 potentially. But I'm watching here. 21.8 there, 21.9. Still going there, 21.8 bid. Just trying to keep the bid, it can't quite do it there. 21.5. 21.7 offer. 22 evens there. 20. Not bid there, 21.6. Still good, still good, still good, still good. Very reasonable, my friends. Very reasonable trade location. We could look to get out at 22. We could look to get out at 18.8. I think a little bit before 18.8 seems pretty reasonable here. And the center deviation here, we're coming back in now. Seen some buyers there, 21 even. $21.3. The NAS moving up. The NAS moving up, the Russell not. Russell pulling back a little. Sellers at the 21 handle, coming in there, bid there, 20 and a half. Coming in there, 20 even, coming in. Coming in there. I'm looking for 19.1. I got the queue at the price and everything. Look at the orders there. I'm friggin' halfway through the queue. 19.9. Looking for a little sweep there. Coming slowly down there. 20 even bid. Still seeing more sellers here. 20.1. 20 even bid. $19.8, 20 even bid again. Pretty reasonable here for, I think I have a reasonable area to trade. I have a reasonable trade location here. 20 even bid, not bid. Now 19.8. 20 even bid again. 20.3 offer. 20 even bid on an uptick now. Sellers again on the Qs and an uptick on the ruts here, 21. Uh-oh, coming up against me now. 21.1.3. I'm watching the bid though. Look, we haven't seen any sellers yet. If sellers just take this down again, we'll watch. There we go. Look, look. All the volume in the offer right back down. I do have the Q at 19.1, so I think it's still a reasonable price, so I'm going to keep it there. Coming back to the 20 even bid. Sellers again here. Sellers on NQ are taking the ruts down, as what I'm hearing. When I hear a sell tick on the Qs, I hear the ruts go down as well. They're 20.1 offer. And we're coming up again there, buyers. 20.1 bid, and now we're seeing buyers lift the offers again. It's getting a little tricky. I might just cut it. 20.3 we're holding bid. I'll let it trade me just once. If it's bid against me, I'll cut it. But look at the way it's just going up on no bids. Gotta pay attention. Stair stepping up against me. I'm not a fan of that. Sure, 21.7. Didn't trade my price yet. Seeing sellers pick up here, but they're not really doing much here. They're not proving it. 21.6s might be a scratch. 8 offers 9s. Alright, I'll look to scratch for 1 tick. I might not get it. Scratched it 1 tick, nice. Might get back in, but it's not reasonable. But that's an example of a trade where I really got the edge. I had a very good trade location. And it's still a good trade in my opinion. But less good than it was the first time. But it just didn't follow through. That was the whole point. So unfortunately that happens. I do think it had room to go to 18.9, but didn't quite do it. So we scratched those types of trades. Not going to be sitting in a trade there just chopping on top of my price. I'm happy to take a scratch there. What I'm more happy about is the fact that I got a very good trade location. So it tells me that that pivot is a good pivot there, 21.8. Well, the ruts are pretty bullish now, I gotta say. We're trading back into the range of the open. Well, yeah, to the lower end of the range of the open, yeah. And we actually came right off that demand zone, right off of it. That demand zone I was talking to you guys about there, 17, came right off of it. So, I mean, right now you're trading on the back of a bull move here. So it's pretty bullish. Again, pretty low activity overall here today. I'm not going to look to be too aggressive on a day with low activity like this. 10:30 a.m. on a Tuesday, pretty low activity. Honestly, the best movement looks like it's on the Russells. I'm reading it clearer than the NAS. Still moving up here. Was holding that upper deviation. Was it 20 and a half? Well, it was a 20 even bid earlier. Then it was 20 and a half. So that's where it's bid. The rest last bid at 20 and a half. Moving up through the range of the open. You know, contextually, probably just stay in the range now on the whole market. Like I was telling you guys before, I think there's a higher odds that the market will test lower on a bigger picture. But right now, that's a different story. What's happening, Luca? Couple of nice scalps, not much going on, slow market. The Reds are catching a bid here. I think in a reasonable area at 21.6. Probably won't even get it, but so what's the area here? Yeah, again, that 98.50 to evens. Quite an important area, actually. Hold 98.50 evens on the Qs, probably goes up and tests higher temporarily, up to 508 and higher maybe. The ES is bullish all the way. The Russell, look at that move on the Russell now. Just going straight for the highs. And bull bias on the Russell, that's for sure. And but we're trading into this like upper profile area here, 26 something. Yeah, that's where it is. 20. This sort of balance right here, 26. That's what I meant. $21.6 sounds like a reasonable bid still. That's where I had my order earlier, wasn't it? $21.6, yep. I'm gonna keep my order there. It's right in the middle of the liquidity pool too, so it's pretty reasonable. If you can get a quick old fill, I'm gonna leave that order there and just chill. Looking at the NAS here now, moving up here, holding the upper deviation. 97.50, been holding it to the tick there. Also bounced off the standard deviation there, 90. See what he's talking about here. Done for the day. I was able to catch a 15-point short in the open. Congrats, sir. The Qs are just bidding up here. There's not really much to trade unless you're gonna bid it off the deviation, because that's pretty much where it's been holding this whole time. Bit of a wash move there. Just going straight up. S&P's here making new highs there. 90 evens. Again in euphoria mode. Yeah, the S&Ps are way too slow, man. I would never trade that. Just too slow for me. Well, mainly because of my account size, right? So with my account size, I would have to trade the micros. And the tick value and the amount that the market's offering relative to the tick value and the commissions paying, it's not worth it to trade the micros for me, personally. Unless it was moving a lot more. If it was moving a lot more, then it would be worth it. You know what I'm saying? But like to do like 2-3 tick scalps, it's not worth it on the micro ES. I was just thinking about that. So we're seeing the Russell coming in for a pullback now. Now realistically here, I'm at 21.6. That's the upper end of the liquidity pool. Lower end of the liquidity pool would be 20.8. So realistically, probably my order should be here. 20.8. Because then the risk is it goes all the way down to 19.4, you see? So I have to be looking a bit at even all the way down here as well. Yeah. And that would make my average 20.5 or 20.6. So that sounds pretty reasonable. Sounds like a reasonable trade location. And if we only get the first contract, we'll just scalp it. Because that's what we do. We scalp things. We scalp them. I'm just curious to see how it reacts in coming into this price zone here now. So watch 22.2 coming into that zone there, 21.6 being somewhat of a lower area. $24.5, you see that offer there? That's going to be where I'm going to get out, more or less. Q's still ripping here. Hmm. 22.5. Pretty late in the queue. Oh, no, I'm not. Didn't get filled. 21.8. Damn. Look at all those buyers in the ruts. Bought all the offers there. Filled on my order here. Went through me a few ticks. Bid again. Going up fast. There, the offer 22.8. Will he lift? 22.8. Lift him. I'm looking to get out right before the big offer of earlier, because I'm not playing around, because I'm a scalper. 23.2 bid. 0.1. Pulled him down. 22.8 on a sweep. 22.8 on a sweep. So we have a good trade location here. Watching it's coming slowly against us here. 22.5. 22.5. Watching the strength of the bid here. 22.7 offers there. Kind of where we were offered earlier. Still offered there. Want to see it lift. We want to see more buyers taking the offers here. Want to see more buyers taking the offers. Potentially get a sweep up to our limit order. So 22.8 is not offered. It is currently bid. 22.8 bid. 23s. 23.3. Trading VWAP here. 23.3. Got the Q at 24.2. Always get the Q, guys. My limit orders are there before everybody else. 23.4. Inching its way up. Inching its way up. 23.4 offers now. 23.4. 5 offers traded now. Inching its way up. 5 offers traded. Inching its way up. 23.3 bid. 4 is offered now. 23.2 sellers sticking down a couple of ticks. Again, profit zone is very reasonable, but I'm gonna scratch them if it comes back against me. Pulled it down, didn't find much there. Gotta keep watching. I mean, every time it comes down there, they buy it. It's offered at 26. Sellers at that price. Patience. $23 again. Not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea. The way these bids are pulling here, that's not my cup of tea here. The bids pulled all the way down to my area. Let's see. Are they going to keep pulling? There are a couple of buyers there. 21.8. A couple of buyers there. It's not really going. Bids pulling again. 21.2. Bids rebid. Watch 14 on the Qs. I'm not trading the Qs though. I'm focusing on the Russell. Liquidity pulling again. Fuck. We don't want this. We don't want the liquidity to pull like that. They're the buyers. Look at them. They bought all the offers. At 21, they bought all the fucking offers. But the Russell is not getting going here. It's not getting going. It's not getting going here. They're buying them, but it's not getting going. It's not getting going here. It's not getting going here. Trading lower deviation there, 20.8. I would like to get a fill, maybe to scalp out of this. We can get a fill to scalp out of this here. If not, we're just going to hold on to it. The Q is just ripping. Might be the Russell's turn to rip. Oh god, actually, I heard sellers on the NQ tape and that took the Russell down. That's not a great sign for my trade here. I'm a little offside here now on this trade by a few ticks. You know, I'm leaning more towards scalping out of it here. If I can get a fill at 19.7, I'll scalp out of this. That's my plan here right now. Looking for a fill 19.7. Not looking good, guys. Looks like we're going to get stopped on a bottom tick here. This is not looking good here unless you can get a quick little pop up to our price to scalp out of one contract. That would be nice. Quick little pop. Give us a quick little pop here. 20 offer. Come on, give us a quick little pop here. 19.7 bid here. 19.7 bid. We're solid. We're solid. We're solid. 19.7 bid. 4 bid. Come on, give us. Man, a lot of selling, but we're holding. We're holding still. Kind of in a not a great spot. Not a great spot. Not a great spot. 19.7 offers. Come on, just buyers. Just buy them. Buy them so I can scalp out. 19.9. 20 evens. There we go. 23s. Come on, lift them. Lift them. 08. There we go. Scalped out of one. We're solid. 19.7, that's a good price. Now we're going up here, 19.7, that's a good price. We're looking for, where did we have our limit order earlier? 24 something. So let's see if we land that. But I'm thinking it's going to be more in the vein of 23 right now. But I'm thinking we got a good entry overall. $23.5. Trying to hold bid at 20.8. It is bid at 20.8 currently. Offered 21. Now this is not the type of trade. The way I got filled on everything, the way this trade is currently set up now, it's not the trade that it can even go against me. If it goes against me, I'm out for sure. But I have a good location. $20.7, $20.6, it's kind of inching its way down. 20.9 offers. 21 now, lifting a little. 20.8 bid. Kind of a big offer there. That's not what I'm a fan of, I'll be honest with you. A lot of that liquidity up there at that 21 offer. I do want to see that lift pretty soon here. Pretty soon. You know, we could like you can get a little sweep down, I don't mind that, but I'm thinking the offer needs to lift pretty soon here. Patience. Trying to lift 21.1. 21.3 lifting a little. Up, 21.3 bid. 21.3 bid, guys. 21.6, 21.3 bid. $21.3. 21.2, 21.1. Bids pull them back down there. 20.7. Rebid trying to 21. 21.3 bid again. Lift it up. Now I hear the buyers on the Q's tape lifting up the ruts a little. 21.3 bid, same thing. 21.2 bid, 21.3 bid. And we're lifting up here. Look at the offers lifting. 22. 22.2. 21.8. 22 offers now. 22.2. 22.1 bid. 22.1 bid, guys. 21.8, pull them down again. $21.1, $21.2, pulled all the bids down. Still bid there, 21.2 going up. Again, we're seeing the same activity. I'm seeing the same pattern over and over again. They sweep it down a few ticks, they hold the bid, sweep it down a few ticks, then it rebids. And it's doing that slowly, it's going higher. So our trade is really good here. Trading again, 22.2 offers there, 21.8. Eight offers, lifted, 22. Pulled it again. Oh, the Qs are selling and the rut's going up. I love that. I love seeing that. Means I'm perfectly in an inverse correlation. $21.9 offers, $21.8 bid. Coming back down there, 21.1, 21.2. As an area was bid. It's kind of moving in 2-point ranges. Sweeping a little more than I'd like. Uh-oh, sweeping a bit against us. And all the offers lifted. Now watch the bid. 19.7 bid. So now it's a very crucial moment for my trade here. Seeing good buyers, but I'm leaning more towards scratching it. Scratched it. Yeah, that's what it is. You gotta get out. Again, 19.5, 19.7, still a good trade location. I still like that location. And again, we had a good scalp. I guess, again, I don't think I was greedy on that, on the exit there. I just think it was just not going, you know, and that happened to me twice now, twice on the Russell where it's just not going. It's not going. So maybe my perception of what the market is offering is different than what the market is actually offering here today. Because I've had 2 trades in a row now where I'm not getting hit on my limits and I end up scratching the trades for tiny loss. And that just sounds pretty typical of a slow market. Less opportunity means trade less. Now they're lifting all the offers on the ruts. Whoa, the Qs took out the highs there? That's crazy. I wasn't even paying attention. Now they'll give you a real obvious double top. Watch the 0850 on the Qs. Up to 10, 10 and a half as well. This sort of zone right here. It's an important little zone to watch contextually. And I think I might be done with the Russell temporarily here until it can get back above 21 even. I think it just chops, to be honest. Bounced right off 0850 on NAS. Unbelievable how it respected that. want to see the Russell stay bid above 21. That'll give me a little more conviction to jump on the long a little more here. It's kind of bid though. 20.7, it's bid. It's bid and the offers are lifting. NAS is going down. Hey, cool man. No cam, bro. I don't know. I'll just turn it off for now. It's kind of distracting. I don't know. Not gonna get that. Here comes 21. And as it's still going down. Huh. Correlations are pretty tight today, guys. Ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum. Yeah, the market's kind of shit. We're seeing the Russell is starting to bid up a little. I'm not going to get filled there at that 19.9. Highly unlikely. Unless you get a good sweep. You had to have it already. Look at it, it's not even trading. It's crazy. Ah, there we go. A little sweep coming up, maybe. Nas going lower again. Seems to be holding the offers on the lower deviation there. Let's see if they let me get the fill here. I don't think they will. I don't even know what music you guys are listening to. It must be the most horrible song ever. Who knows? Alright, Nas selling off still. Come on, give us a little sweep down maybe. I think 18.7. If we get filled here, I think I'm gonna. I really like to trade if we get filled here, but I don't think we're going to. And it's kind of the same idea we were trading earlier, but again, I do not think we're gonna get it. By the way, it's just been bidding up here. 21 bid. 29, 20 and 9s. 20 and 8s, 21 offer. And 4s coming in pretty fast. Now this seems like if we get filled here, it seems like it'd be a pretty easy win or scratch trade. And also if we get filled here, it's going to be either pretty much make it or break it, or by fluke completely. 20 and 5s, come on. It just won't do it. I'm guessing around the VWAP seems like the area where you would sell it, but just keep that in mind. Okay, I really don't like the way the Russell is trading towards my order here, but we'll see. If we get filled, we'll see what happens. 20.1 should fill here. 19.9 should fill. Not filling. Filled at 19.9. Still going slowly down. Now, what I want to see, I do not want to see it doing the same thing, which it's been doing now, which is this slow death grind up. Sorry, the slow death grind down. What I do want to see it do is just bid the hell up. And I love where my stop is on this trade. I love where my stop is, because I know for a fact that if it trades there, I'm wrong. What's the high tick of that bar there? 23.3 is the high of that bar, so 23.5 should be my target. So the NAS is seeing a bit of a recovery now here. Watch 07 area. And I really want to see the Russell hold above the 21 bid here. We kind of got filled on a fluke there at that 19.9. I would consider that getting filled on a fluke. This might just be a chill out type of trade now. 21 offers now. seeing a buyer take the 21 offer. 20.8. But it's still offered at 21. So we're going to need a lot more buyers. We got 27 people watching the stream. Hope you guys are doing great today. Hope you're enjoying your Tuesday. It's really hot here where I am. Kind of unbearable. But I got a fan going, so it's pretty cool. My place is pretty cool anyways, so I don't really need an AC in here. Or underground. Sweeping them down again. Sellers 20.3. Again, just chopping basically. All I'm playing on here is the single print to not get tested. That's all I'm playing on. If the single print gets tested, I'm wrong. That's all I'm playing on in this trade is the single print to not get tested. 21 there. Trying to lift. 21.5. 21.7. 21.9. 22. 22.2. Coming up to the VWAP. Close by. 22.6. Sellers 22.3. On an uptick there. 22.3 last bid there. 4. 3. 22.8. 22.7 bid. Traded VWAP there, 22.9. Pull back a bit, watch 22, 22.1. Again, give it room to chill. 22.4, that is actually the upper deviation here, so that's a little alarming. Maybe my order is just a tad too high according to my standard deviations, but I think it's a reasonable area according to the context of everything put together, and I think it's very likely to trade, especially since we're coming off an up move now. First one in a while here. 22 half offers. 6. Gonna chill and watch the tape. So the NAS didn't even make it to 07, made it to 05. 22.8 there, 22.9 offers. Trade in. We need some buy stops to get run here. 22.8, 22.7. We need some buy stops to get run. It's just kind of chilling there. I think we'll get filled pretty likely here. 22.8 bid, 22.9. 22.5 sellers again, 22.5. Evens there, 23. 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s. 5s on deck, 4s trading. 5s on deck. 5s coming up, 4s traded. 4s traded now, 23 bid. Didn't make it to 5s, unfortunately. I'm now 5th in the queue. Actually, it did make it to 5s apparently, because either that or the orders pulled out. 5s coming up. 23.5. 23.3 trading again. 3 bids. 2 bids, 3 bids, 4 offers, 5s. I'm 5th in the queue. I'm out. Nice trade, guys. Planned it out and everything. And again, that was the first profit target on the trade. If I would have stayed in it, if I would have had other contracts, I would have definitely let some ride there. Because there's a chance that that's pretty much the low of the session on the Russell, and then we continue to trade higher into yesterday's low volume area. There's a chance that we continue to do that. So I would leave a runner on if I had one, but you know, today's session's just been slow, so I mean I need to get paid. I need to pay my expenses. So we're sitting comfortably in a profit here on the session here, and we're just chilling. So apparently the NAS is still moving down. How many years would you give it before you gave up? I find that such a stupid question to ask. I mean, I think I've already achieved consistent profitability. It's just a matter of keeping it. And that's it, essentially. And consistent profitability doesn't actually come from the dollars. It comes from the confidence in your method and the fact that you're able to see if things are working or not and objectively analyze your results. You know? So if shit's not working, I stop trading. It's simple as that. When shit's working, I trade more. So like giving up, like that's just, it's not even a relevant topic. Put you in a timeout for asking a dumbass question. Turned out that was a great area around the 19.7 handle. I was on it before it was working. It just needed to test out some sell stops before moving. So we got it on the second time. The trade was still valid there. It was still qualified as a good trade location. And we just let it ride. You know, the risk was low on the trade. We let it ride, and that was it. So on to the next one now. We're 11:22 on a Tuesday. Market's been slow all day. The NASDAQ is going down still, but it seems to be now in some sort of a trading range here. From the 94 bid up to about 02. I feel if it regains 07, 08, it's going to cause somewhat of a new momentum up. But if it can't regain that, it's probably going to just keep going down here. Trading range on the session. What do you guys think? Yeah, you find that funny, market then? I thought it was funny too. Like, I mean, it's YouTube, so I definitely expect that type of comment. You know, I expect when you're monetized on YouTube, you gotta expect that kind of shit. You gotta expect hater comments. You gotta expect dumbass people to come in and say things that are just irrelevant just to get under your skin. You know, you gotta expect all of that. And you know, guys, I come from a background of street performing. I know what it is to have a hobo fucking screaming while you're trying to play a romantic song. So like, you know, I know how to deal with bullshit, kinda. And really, you just gotta chill, you know. Don't even let it get under your skin. You just gotta chill with it, you know. But yeah, I get it, man. Trading causes emotions in people, and it makes people really lose their marbles, man. Whenever money's involved with something, it makes people lose their marbles. That's why I don't think trading can you shouldn't get addicted to trading. You shouldn't trade all the time. If the market's good, you should trade. If the market sucks, just stop. Simple as that. Whatever, that's just how I see it. Yeah, I'm just chilling out too, guys. Not much going on here. Looks like the Nas is starting to slowly bid its way back up to this 02 area. Again, still going down, bigger picture here on a 15-minute basis. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, I thought it was a decent trade too. I've been looking at the Russell. I look at Nas and Russell mostly. Just I find they've been offering good opportunity lately. I don't know, and I just feel comfortable trading them. They kind of behave the same. They respect certain things that I look at. But yeah, definitely the Russell looks more bullish at this moment now. But I was kind of long before the move started, because I was anticipating it was going to hold around that the lower end of that profile there. And overall, that 17 zone, the fact that it bottom ticked that 17 zone and held it to the tick told me that there is demand for the Russell today. So you might make money going long at some point. So I think it's still moving up here, trading to the upper end of the profile. And we're going to see what's going on here. We're trading in the middle in this kind of area that was a very low volume area. So I might just stay here and fill up the volume. All right, so here's some buy stops getting taken out at the 07 handle. Remember 07, right around VWAP, session VWAP here on the NASDAQ. Potentially see some more buy stops get taken out here as we're trading into somewhat of a low volume area here on the NASDAQ as well. So where was this thing last bid here? Evens, around 501. $4.99. I'm thinking, again, just an idea. Trading upper deviation there, 09. A lot of volume on the offer. Look at all that buying. Looking for a quick fill here on anything. Still bidding here on the Q, still bidding here. 11. Been to the upper end there. 14. Still bidding up here. Taking out the buy stops. Give it up. Oh, we've seen a little bit of volume come in now, so as we're getting buy stops taken out in the NAS, it seems to be throwing some more volume into the market. So, but I see these plays setting up here. 23.6, looking for a little quick fill here. If we can get a quick all fill, just a quick all sweep, you know. Here it comes there, 23.3. Coming in there, 23.2. Will we trade him 23.2, 23.1? Come on. Oh, I didn't quite make it. 23.5 offer, 7. Damn, didn't get it. Didn't get it. I didn't have the Q, guys. I didn't have the Q. See? I was 20 something in the Q, and now I'm 9th in the Q. I didn't have the Q. You need. Anyways, we'll see. Now I got the Q. The arbitrage order showed up. But that shit pulls in a second. 23.2, 23.1. Watch it. Give it a few ticks of breathing room here. This is a pretty easy winner scratch. Oh goodness me. This might be a little hard to manage because I do want to get filled somewhere around that area on the Qs. But now I'm in a trade here. Here we go. Offers lifting 23.3. I'm looking for the market to stay in that low volume area here. I'm looking for it to hold bid here. 23.1, 23 even bid. Hold it. And actually, well, now that I see it, well, we're bid here, so this is pretty solid. But actually what I am seeing is I might actually be comfortable doing that as well. But I think we're going to land it here. But I'm actually pretty comfortable doing this as well. Ah. 23.7 offers trading on the ruts. Not much volume going in there. A lot of selling, taking the market down there, 22.6. Whoops, wrong button. Try to scalp out of this. $21.5. That's an area it should bounce. 21.2, 21.5. Seen a few buyers there. 8. 21.8 offer. Should bounce here. Seen some buyers, but it's not lifting. 21.5 bid. 21. Give it a bit of overshoot here. 21. 21.3 offer. Need more buyers to lift it. Come on, 20. What's going on here? Okay, 21.3 offers again. 21.5. It's offered at 21.5. Not my cup of tea here. That's not great. Tis not great. We might just be going all the way down back to 21. Well, 21, remember, key area 21. 21, 21.5. Damn. $21 bid even. $20.5. Looks like we're out of business here, guys. Yeah, we're gonna get out of business. We're out of business. Damn. I stopped on a 2 lot there. Took us down to 1 hour in the day. Pretty much right in the area that I would have not wanted to get stopped either. Fuck. Oh well, that's what we gotta do. We gotta go back and review that one, that's for sure. We're still alive, that's for sure. We're not over leveraged at all. But that wiped out our profits on the session, that's for sure. Trying to scale into a long there. 2 lots went straight through us. 21.5 went straight through us. Pretty good range play though. I still think, I mean, if you're trying to bid it, it would be a decent area to bid it in this area, 19.5, 18.5, but I'm gonna stay away for now. Yeah, that last one burned us there, looking at the P&L. Not too bad though. Overall, we've been chopping on the session. Look at the P&L. A lot of scratch. All trades on the Russell. I haven't traded the NASDAQ at all today. I'm down 650. Whoops, don't show the account number. With commissions, I'm down $13. Shopping. What else is new? What else is new? We're chopping. Because it's not what you make, it's what you don't give back. And it's very easy to give back in a slow market like this. There goes the Russell trading in the single print area from earlier. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah, Vlad, I should have listened to you. You're right. I did burn my finger. Just once, though. Not the end of the world. We will live to fight another day, of course. Yo, yo. We always live to fight another day because we trade small, but very grindy P&Ls for the last month or two now. And I guess that would annoy some traders. Look at that June. Unbelievable. Total P&L down $89 on the month. Total count 118 trades. And I risk 10, let's say I risk $10 a trade. I think that's actually pretty good. My P&L is down 90 bucks on the month. Total count 118 trades. I think that's good. I just said the same thing twice. Sorry for that, guys. But I think that's good because it simply means that the market was not offering much. And it wasn't. Any of you guys who were trading June, you know that this month pretty much sucked in terms of volatility and in terms of activity for short-term trading. So for a month that sucked, I think that's actually a pretty good place to be. It means I managed my risk very well for a month that didn't offer a lot of opportunity. And it's not over yet. We have a few more days. We got one more week here. I mean, we have 3 more days in June. And we're still looking at summer markets here. This is really boring markets here. Especially now, look at this. The Nasdaq's been in a 3-point range here for 10 minutes. Pretty annoying, pretty slow. The Russell's been selling off. Took me out of a long trade, tried to scale in long. Turned out it was new momentum that took me out completely. And I will take that as a loss. It's just unfortunate it was on a 2 lot and not on a 1 lot. Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you, Market Den. Yeah, like, man, I'm trading my own money here. I'm trading risk small, you know. I'm not trading no combines or anything. These guys, there's nothing wrong with the combine. I say that's a fine thing, but I'm not interested in doing that. I've traded long enough my own money that I can continue to trade my own money. As long as I risk it small, you know, small. And I have enough confidence in my methods that I can continue to trade my own money, you know. I'm better off trading my own money than trading a combine, because when you trade a combine, you have to pay, don't you? So why would I pay to trade not my own money when I could just pay my own money to trade, because I'm confident in my trading? And I'm confident that when we get a good day, I'll be able to trade it. I mean, right now the trade just looks like this. It just looks like just bid here and just wait. That's pretty much what the trade looks like. Might even be a little higher, actually, more like 12-ish. So the Russell had a really nice liquidation. And now we're trading into the single print area. We're bid at 16.4. Which is still a demand zone, right? The 17 is still a demand zone on the Russell. Here, let me turn off slow mode. I noticed the chats are coming in kind of slow. Yeah. There you go. What I noticed after a while of trading is that trading is really it's really a game of capital management and of business management. Managing your money in your account, you know, knowing when to put on risk, knowing when not to put on risk, making sure you don't have too much market data fees, all that stuff. If you're trading a small account, dude, if you're trying to pay a lot of market data, forget it. You're never going to grow the account. You have to have minimal fees and know when to put on risk and know when not to. At this point, the market's just going up, so I'm just looking to bid them. Got 32 people. What's up, guys? The Russell now selling off near the lower end of that range there, 16.2. Center of the range would be 17.7 to 8. 16.2 seems like a reasonable bid. It would be really nice if you saw an undershoot of the level or an overshoot of the level, and then it rebid. So watch this. 15.8, 15.5, watch this. Huge sweep, right? Yeah, it's looking like it still wants to go down here. 14, yeah, that's a little too much. Yeah, that's way too much. What I look for a fade is an overshoot by just a few ticks for the Russell and for just a few points for the NASDAQ. Where's that liquidity pool there? It's 11.5. Yeah, I like where my order is. It's staying right there. You're not moving. 14. $13.7. Wow, it's just still going here, still going. That's why we don't bag hold, guys. That's why we don't stay long in trades that are not working. You gotta get the hell out. You gotta take the risk, take the loss, take the risk. Nasdaq's coming close to our order here pretty fast. Looks like that we're seeing some liquidity pull away here. 15.50. If we can get a nice sweep there, 11.50 would be nice. S&P's near the low of the day here. Let me get water before I get filled on this. It looks like it's gonna happen now. Thanks, Vlad. Thanks for liking the stream. 15 bid. Yeah, guys, don't forget to like the stream if you're here. It really helps with the algorithm and stuff. So I don't like the way it's kind of chopping here. I would like to see a nice quick sweep. I don't not quite like how it's chopping. $15.50. Well, look at the Russell. That's the Russell for you. When the thing starts running, it just runs. So you don't want to be caught on one side of it. That's why I try with tight stops. Or reasonable stops, that's it. Not too tight. 15 bids still. I'm watching closely on NASDAQ. The volume really sucks. On my order fill, I do want to see good volume trade. I don't want to see my order get filled on shitty volume like this. 15.50 offer. Come on, trade good volume and fill it. That's what we want. 15 bid. If it's still doing shit volume by the time it gets to my order, I'm pulling it. That's my plan. Okay, there's a bit of good volume. Decent, 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 decent. That's decent volume. Just come and get me. Come and get me. That's decent volume. 14.50. $16.50. Well, we didn't get it. Thanks, hey Jude. Happy trading to you. They always say happy trading at AMP Futures. They always say that. Happy trading. Well, yeah, I mean, happy's better than sad, right? You don't want to be sad while you're trading. But I don't want to say you want to be too happy either. Like happy and carefree. You want to be carefree, but you don't want to be careless. You want to be careful. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Come on, pull the bids, let's go. 15.50, come on, give us some more volume. We've seen a bit of volume come in there. Now, is it a little dangerous? So I'm not gonna really. I want to see what happens when it trades 1150. Basically, that's all. I don't want to. It's not a trade I plan to stay in here. I just want to see what happens if we trade 1150. I might be wrong completely. Might not even get filled. $16.75. Might have to be a little more aggressive here, guys. A little aggressive, but I think it's pretty reasonable. Kind of late queue there. I don't like the queue there. It's too late. This might just be a scratch, but I'll give it a little bit of time just to play chill. Volume sucks. Okay, they're buying him still at 1950. 20 even offer. Seeing the offers pull a little. 21.50. 21s now. Looking at big offers and the micros coming up here. I'm not looking to get in front of him, but I'll wait. We're in 22. We're gonna go up and trade him. 22. Look at them bids there. Bids holding the fucking tick there. 21 sellers. 21 sellers. Watch it. 21 quarter sellers. Watch it. 22 quarters offered. Lifting up, trading the micro offers here. 23, we should be alright here. Trading them 23.50. Trading them right before that second offer. And we should get it as soon as that offer trades there. 24 offer on the micros there. We should trade it up here. There's good liquidity to trade up here. Pretty sure it's gonna trade right into a low volume area. One tick and we're trading and we're out. Nice trade, guys. Long scalp, aggressive entry, winner scratch opportunity. It was held in the fucking standard deviation non-stop. So I mean, I just said, you know, I just have to fucking buy it and then just fucking wait till it. And just if it holds, if it doesn't hold, you get out. If it's holding the standard deviation, just fucking buy it. That's it. I know I swore a lot there, but that's what it is. Fat cat's wearing off on me. How was your main month? Let me check. Okay, May was actually a little interesting because I would say in May, looking at my results in May right now, my P&L was down in May. But if I look at the average days, green versus red, I had more green days in May than I did in June, which is really interesting. So what that tells me is that, you know, I'm down, what the P&L is down 250 on a total of 150 trades. That was the P&L for May. And on average, it looks like I have probably about, let's count them. How many green days, how many red days? So how many days total? So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So let's say 18 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 red days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 green days. So like about half there. And as you can see, as what I'm able to see here is that on my red days, I was having worse days than on my green days. So what that tells me about my trading in May is that I was not as good at managing my risk. I was being too lenient with trades. I was letting trades hit my stops too often, most probably. And I probably wasn't even respecting my loss limits, because I'm looking at some days here, one day down $85, and that's past my loss limit of 100 ticks. So, you know, what I can say from May to June is that I definitely traded better in June, in the sense that I'm more focused on my risk management and my trade management, and knowing when to put on risk versus when not to put on risk, like little things like that. You know, one thing that I always get caught doing, and that all traders get caught doing, is trading against the momentum on the tape. This is something that is so common, and it's very easy to do it too, because you want to try and buy a pullback or something, and the market's just been going up, and then all of a sudden it's pulling back, and it doesn't stop pulling back. And sometimes it's very hard to gauge that, but other times the market is going straight up and you're trying to sell it on a pullback, but in reality what you're doing is you're trading against the new momentum that has come out of it. So one thing that I've been working on in my trading is when I place an order in the market, I'm trying to trade on the back of something. I don't want to get in front of a train is what I'm trying to say. I want to trade on the back of some momentum. So if the market's been holding the standard deviation here, I'm gonna play with that pattern until it stops working. When it stops working, I'll get the hell out, or trade against it. At that point, I'll fade it or something. I'll do it. So now what we're seeing is we're finally seeing a close below the standard deviation around the 21.5 there on the Qs, and it looks like the market's starting to go down now. So we definitely do want to watch that area here going forward. And honestly, a part of me thinks that these algos are programmed to respect these standard deviations. They're programmed to, like the buy programs are programmed to buy at the standard deviation or buy at the moving average, whatever it is. It's all sort of the same thing. It's a mathematical deviation of price, or a mathematical average of price. That's what it is. And that's why you can get these patterns where the thing is just holding on the standard deviation nonstop, and you just buy it. And then when it loses the standard deviation, you get a huge move down, or in the opposite direction, whatever. And that means they turn off the buy program. Whatever. Maybe I'm making this up, but it's just something I've noticed. Hey, thanks, man. It was a good trade, yeah. It was a good momentum trade. So we're coming back into the to test the range now. We trade the low volume area, and now the market is moving down, so we might as well sell it. I do think it's likely to continue trading in the low volume area, though. That's the one thing. Look at the Russell still down near the low of the day, and the S&P as well near the low of the day. So you're seeing that correlation. There's been interesting correlations going on all day here. footprint here on the S&Ps, but I think it does the job. I think it does the job here. Look at the S&Ps. I mean, it's just such a boring day here. Basically in like a 5-point range, 6-point range. So yeah. Let's zoom out a little bit. ES15, trading the View app. Q's trading stronger. Russell trading weaker. Looks like we're trading towards overnight demand zones. But again, there's nothing really clear here until 3084. That's the clearest area I can identify. The next would be here. Would be right around this 314. Or you can actually, this is what it would be right here. Boom. See that? 313.7, give or take. Because the reason I got that, just a trick of how I identify my one-time framing zones, is I look at where the market is going up. Okay, so the market's going up here, right? Every bar is closing above the next. And then as soon as I see that pattern end, boom, right there. That's the level I put in as a battle zone. So as soon as you see a bar close below the low of this one, that's where the one-time framing up ended. So I mark it as a battle zone right there. So this is a 15-minute battle zone. And that's where it's paused right now. As you can see, it overshot it by a little bit here. We traded right to the edge of that profile. And now it's holding it. So that's currently the demand zone in play here on the ruts. We had 17, which was acting as a great zone earlier. 17, 17.5, give or take. Held it on the offer and started moving lower. Also 21 was an important zone. Held it on the offer, moved lower. So, yep, just some context for you guys. Let's take a look at what the market's up to here. Looking at the dollar, up almost 0.2% on the session. Let's take a look at the dollar. I've been watching the dollar, especially with stocks at all-time highs. It's interesting to watch the dollar kind of chilling out and being like a little bullish, right? If you guys didn't watch my video I posted on the weekend, go watch it. It's about how to trade US dollar futures. You got the DX and you got the small exchange futures. I might try to trade them pretty soon. We'll see. What about crude oil? Any of you guys trading that? Unbelievable daily chart. Unbelievable daily chart. It just blows my friggin' mind. Just some areas, in case you cared about crude oil. Some areas to watch. And I think that's it. Let's look at my real estate trusts. SRU 2858. We didn't get filled. We're bid, guys. We're bid. But this is a little alarming here if you look at that daily chart. Probably you guys don't care about this, but I want to get rid of that. Yeah, or my session profiles. Yeah, get rid of them. This is a bit of an alarming pattern, right? As you can see, even though this is a long-term investment, I still kind of use auction market theory to look at it. So like, you had to move up, right? Or you had a range, right? You had a breakout, retest, breakout higher, retest again. So this is support. This is support zone, right? But judging by the way this is moving, it does feel like it's going to go straight through it, at least to test it. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to buy it. I've got bid here. I've got a bid here, maybe here as well. But like, this is the type of trade where I'd buy it. I just buy it and just buy more, because this is a real estate trust fund, Canadian, and these guys have a lot of cash on hand as well. If you look at their balance sheet. So I like buying things that have a lot of cash. It gives me conviction that that they're gonna be in business a long time. So the Q's again trading up in this zone. Where do we hold from? 15? Yeah. Seems reasonable. Alright guys, but I think I'm going to cut it for today. I'm going to cut the stream there at 12:13. And we'll take a look at the P&L real quick. I'm flat on the day. After my commissions, I am down, let's see, $1. I'm down $2 after my commissions. Again, that's pretty much what I've been doing the last month and a half, but we've been surviving. I mean, like I was telling you before, my risk management has greatly improved in the last month or two. And my trade management has also greatly improved in the last month or two. So just take a look. Let me just block out the account number. Let's see, what are we looking at? Yeah, okay. So these are the trades on the day here. You can see on average, these are all longer trades because today is a slow market. So on average, a lot of these trades are holding for a couple of minutes. And that's kind of what you got to do on a slow day, right? I'm not looking to scalp friggin' second trades, on a slow day like this. Really not ideal. So we started off selling the Russells with an idea here off of the 322 area. And as you can see, I missed it the first time. I scratched that one for a small loss. And then I nailed it the second time. And that was it. Got filled on it. Now, what else do we got here? This trade, a little tough, isn't it? Look at that, 20 ticks in my favor. I definitely got greedy with this one. 20 ticks in my favor and I scratched it. So I'm definitely gonna go back and look at that one. Maybe my profit target was a little too far away on this trade. And I nailed a 20 tick target the first time. I might have been wanting to nail a 20 tick target on the next time as well. Looking at the next trade here, the Russell Micros, yet again. 20 ticks offside. I actually filled 2 lots on this trade here. And what ended up happening is I scaled in 2 clips on this one and I scalped out the first contract. So I was actually in a really great position on this trade. As you can see, my average price was 19.7, and that was basically where the inflection point was. And the market was trading a 21 offer, and I was long it at 19.7. So I had a really good entry, and I'm going to go back and watch that on the stream. And this 20 ticks offside is when I was scaling in the second clip. Now after that, boy was I onside. 28 ticks onside, and I was long one contract, so I wanted to let it ride a little. And I guess again, my profit target was a little too far on this trade, and I was aiming for the 23.4 area. And as you can see on this trade, I nailed it on that time. But I believe it undershot my area by about 5 ticks or something. And these are one lot trader problems, guys. These are the problems you run into when you're trading one contract or 2 contracts, is that this shit happens. You end up with a nice trades like that, 20 ticks onside, 28 ticks onside, and you end up with nothing basically. So I ended up taking a stop loss on the second contract, which is very annoying. And I'm gonna definitely go back and review that. Now the second time we caught it. We just got in we got in on the bid at that area. Our stop was in a reasonable location. We managed our risk, and this was basically the same trade again, bidding it off of this area here, 19.9, 19.7. Stop would have been in the single print area, and I thought it was unlikely to get tested, so that was a reasonable area to keep the stop loss. 35 ticks on, and we got filled on the limit order. So that was a great trade. Look at that, 1 tick offside, bottom tick that shit, and that happens, right? Then this trade here, absolute disaster. We scaled in 2 clips and we got run over completely there. And I'm gonna go back and look at this trade in particular and see if there's anything that I could write down or adjust in my method that could prevent me from scaling in another contract on a certain type of trade like that. And again, it's a little tricky, but yeah. Always trying to look for ways to improve my method in an objective way, not subjectively improve my method. A lot of traders, when they look at their results, they say like, oh, it did this and then it broke the support zone, so all I needed to do was lower my stop loss temporarily and then do something like that. What you're doing there is you're creating a rule
based on something you invented that's subjective. That is not actually something that you can do in practice because it's based on a random occurrence, right? If the level overshot it by 2-3 points, you can't predict that, you know? So you have to work within your means, right? You're not gonna be able to bottom tick or top tick the market every single friggin' time. So you have to be ready to accept a bit of overshoot on your orders. So what I'm trying to say is you need to adjust your process in a way that is objective to what the market is doing and to the setup you're trying to trade in. And it's always a work in progress. It's not something you're gonna be able to do all the time. Last trade here was just this scalp on the NASDAQ micros. And as I said that, we just shot up a new all-time high, right? Was that a new all-time high? Yeah, that was. And this was just a scalp, a momentum scalp. We were holding the upper deviation. I thought it was likely we were going to continue bidding up, and my plan was to win or scratch this trade here. So my entry would have been looking around 16.75. That was the price I was looking at. I was a little aggressive. I got in at 18, and I knew it was aggressive. So the more aggressive my entry is, the more likely I'm going to scratch it faster if it's offside. So that's my rule personally. And as you can see, this trade worked out very soon after, and we got filled on our limit in our profit zone. Our profit target zone was always either before a liquidity pool or before a battle zone, right? Never at the battle zone. And again, sometimes it's very hard to gauge that. So yep, like as you can see today, I mean, my orders were not getting filled on the Russell at all with this shit right here. So, you know, just got to play with it and do the best we can every single session. As long as we're managing risk well, I think we'll be in business, and that's it. So all right guys, I hope you enjoyed the stream, and we'll catch you soon. And